give you the 250 highlights from the Ironman National. Hunter Lawrence on the precipice of a championship at this Tucker Freightline Ironman National. He just needed to either win this moto or have solid finishes throughout the day to get it done. But what we didn't expect was this. Ryder DiFrancesco gets the whole shot. That's not a huge surprise, but this whole thing turns crazy title-wise in turn 2.
Yeah, big pile up, and which would caught Hunter Lawrence, but it also caught Justin Cooper up as well. And we saw Hunter say after the race that he saw the 32 down on the ground. So I think his whole day was dictated off of what Justin was doing in the race circumstance, and I think it allowed him to be able to ride this thing out. But I don't know if anybody was going to beat Joe Shimoda today, as we were watching Tom Vial get past Ryder D, which got another great start, the second moto, and rode really good today, but Joe Shimoda was on a different level as well.
Yeah, he was in third. Vial takes the lead from DiFrancesco. Here comes Shimoda by DiFrancesco to take over second, with Vial just ahead. And Joe was just on his game today.
Yeah, Joe was on his game. He set up a nice inside-outside pass, and then he did the same thing to Tom here. Just had the flow. I mean, like we said, it's probably one of the first races of the year. He's went 1-1. Maybe it's the first time in his career, but he just looked like he was in the zone. Everything was happening, and nobody. Levi threw everything in the kitchen with him, but nobody was catching Joe today.
No, so there it is. Moto number 1 is going to go to Joe Shimoda. But the bigger story is the fact that with Justin Cooper in the back, there was very little chance that anyone could stop Hunter Lawrence from wrapping up this title early here in Moto 1. He was able to battle his way all the way back from that near pile up for him to 5th, and that was more than enough to win the 250 motocross title. The only problem was he didn't exactly know where the map was, so he was more questioning as he came across the line than celebrating. He still had little work to do with Moto number 2. He wasn't really in it for the win this time. It was the Kawasaki's up front again. Another hole shot for DiFrancesco, and Levi Kitchen also riding well on this.
Yeah, Levi rode really good, and nice bounce back recovery, more like he did that first practice today. But just as the first moto, Levi was able to get around Joe in the beginning of part of the race, and almost looked like maybe he was going to do what he's done at a couple of races like Red Butt this year, be able to walk away. But it was Joe time today. He was able to get back around Levi and then also go after his teammate, which was another whole shot with Ryder D. He rode really good, but Joe was coming through. Again, he had the lines and you know, made his way around everybody, and that's the last they saw him.
Yeah, and DiFrancesco, there's one jump that gave him a problem on this track right here.
Yeah, he got past there by a few people. Justin Cooper got him by. He struggled there all day long, and I wonder if it's something that maybe he crashed there, because you can tell as he's going up this jump, he feels a little a little timid on that thing. So, you know, as you see Justin Cooper go by him, but actually what I pointed out between motos that Ryder D was the fastest guy in the 250 class overall lap time, so his pace was really good. And this was a tough break for Austin Forkner. Made his way up in the playoffs. Looked like he got up in that top 30. I'm not sure where he finished at, but that was a tough hit. Luckily, he was able to get up. He knocked the wind out of him, but good to see Joe Shimoda, and congratulations to Mitch Payton in the pro circuit to get a victory.
Yes, 1-1 on the day for Joe Shimoda, and here's why it's significant. Kawasaki had not won a race all year in either class, indoors or out. That had not happened since 1981. It didn't happen this year. They got a win right here at the end. Here's Hunter Lawrence. He cruised the entire second moto because he already had that national championship wrapped up, and then he finally got to let the emotions loose.
Beautiful. Yeah, well-deserved. Had a 30-minute victory lap, pretty much.
And there's the Gary Jones Cup with all the names of all the former champions